Hey guys, it's Eric.
Hey guys, this is Glenda.
Our D&D Miniature and Board Games. Day Night Z.
Day Night Z. I'm wondering, what is that game? Because Day Night Z? Wow.
This is like a Kickstarter from 2016. I did the Pledge Manager in 2017, and they had various issues, various problems with the rulebook, I believe with the translations to English also. And the Spain actually got all their copies months ago. And this is just a base game. This doesn't have the stretch goals. From what I've come to understand, it doesn't have the add-ons. They got the base game out.
That's what we have right now.
Yeah.
So, if you want to see it,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
So, I guess you want to see what's in this huge box.
That's huge.
Apparently, they just want everybody to know what game this is on people's shelves.
Yep, no denying. It's Day Night
Now,
Z.
listen, I know you guys want to see the miniatures, but you know, we're gonna do what we normally do. Leave these till the end. Get through some of this other stuff before we go to the miniatures. So, first thing out is a couple of the token. They are double-sided. Good cuts. They punch right out. They don't fall out, which is another good thing.
Wow, it is tight still, huh?
Yeah, putting it back in. Now, it does have some a first player token, but obviously if you ordered the Kickstarter, you remember there is like the barbed wire bat, I believe, that will come with the stretch goals, or I think you had to order it extra. You know, whenever the next shipment comes.
Because we are uncertain.
And you got some more here. It's the cars and like trash cans, just some different obstacles and terrain features. So, looks like a map board, game board. Now, if I remember correctly, this game is actually locations. Where you can move around on the map board, but you're actually going to different locations. I don't remember completely.
This is a street.
It's been 4 years, people.
Correct, and there's commotion all over, cars.
Then again, I might be wrong, and it may just be a game board. Who knows?
It is a game board, Eric.
Well, there are map tiles in here. That's why I said I think this is locations.
Locations is important.
So, we have the rule book. Thick rule book.
But nice.
Nice glossy little rule book here. And
I know you call it little. I call it.
I was going with the the shape, not so much. But then again, I guess it is 8 by 11. So,
big.
But it is nice glossy. It has some looks like good examples. There have been some discussions about this from what I've heard. I don't know how well it translated.
It smells.
You can smell it.
Smell it, you know. That paper, glossy smell, I don't know, but you can smell it.
Now, folks, there are 70 pages in this rule book, 79, so that's why I'm just kind of flicking instead of like we usually do where you get to see every page.
Well, that is expected.
Oh, look, it's the backers.
There you go.
I forgot.
Eric's going to have fun trying to look for his name again.
I know it's here.
I remember that comment. He took his time to look for his name.
I know it's
here.
Eric. I don't care. I know it's here.
It's super little. You can tell it's really super little font because there's a lot of backers.
I'm in there somewhere. There's the H's.
And Eric is still looking. Really, Eric.
I don't see my name.
I'm going to start unrolling this. Come on.
I don't see my name.
You can see it later on.
All right. So, you got the campaign book.
Yes. Well, give me the rules and components. Probably they're all there.
There you go. And you got your different missions. Placement rules. Alright. So, I believe this is an experience tracker. but it also tells you what areas you've been to, things like that. Or it says shelter at the top. Now there are dials in here, and I saw these right here to be able to put these dials together. So you do have some assembly with this game.
Oh, so.
Hopefully you get the right dials together. Huh. I wonder where the other half of these dials are, because I'm really positive that one doesn't go together. I'm sure there's like...
I'm still trying to find it.
Or maybe they go on the dashboards. Oh, they might go on the dashboards. Yeah, that's what they do. So the dials actually assemble onto the dashboards. You can see that right there. So that's pretty nice. You have all the dials right there. Unlike tokens to keep track of stuff, you just turn the dials.
Correct.
We saw that with...
What was that game?
Oh God, what was that game?
Yeah, what was that game? I remember that.
Huh.
Yes,
We look
it
around the
was.
room, but whenever you need to find a game that you want to use as an example, you cannot find it.
But I remember that dial. Well,
But anyways, we've got the different characters here. These are two-sided.
you
So-
made me think.
You're thinking?
Yeah. It's hard to think.
It's the alien one.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it's the only one though, but I am confused.
They're every which way.
Every which way. Because how they did this is totally different.
All right. So Glenda, what are these?
I
this
am
like
telling
backpacks,
you,
or-
they did it like differently. It's not like laid out like, hey, components all together. As I look into their index, it says here component concepts. So it's all there, the components.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're into the
So
map
what
tiles,
is
so
that? The tiles. Okay.
these they look like backpacks. So I'm wondering if it's like storage.
Okay, so that would be the backpack, correct?
Okay.
Space to place, correct cards kept in the backpack.
All right. Well, let's look at these map tiles. So they are double-sided map tiles. You've got some 4x4s here, and 9x9. These are good and thick too. These aren't thin. These are really quite thick tiles. And these are, these are 1, 2, 3, 3x4s. 3x4s.
Okay, so those are Sony.
And then you got some 4x4s here, the larger
So they're
tiles.
all numbered tiles. Okay, gotcha. These numbers are used in the location cards and in the to identify the tiles to be deployed.
Now, one thing I've noticed while taking stuff out of this is everything actually fits well in the insert. Now,
Ha!
I don't think you'd be able to sleeve these cards. I think you're
Just
kind of
right
stuck
for it.
then. But, and there's also like for some reason this one just sticks way up, but I think it's so all the map tiles will sit in perfectly in there.
Or
Like
there's
that.
something underneath.
Well,
it.
I'm wondering, and nope, there isn't. It's just the insert. So,
There's no surprise.
no surprise. Now here's your dice. Looks like it's like a specialty die here, and then just 5 basics.
Yeah, it looks like a mahjong thing. All this round, 8 balls.
So when we play this, you're gonna be yelling mahjong. Okay. So
Alright, now the cards. So you have what kind of cards? The starting equipment cards or no?
location. Looks like skill cards, but they are assigned. Looks like they must be assigned to special to
character.
characters.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like all the skill cards are assigned to certain characters, and then you have ally cards here. So there's your character skill cards there, allies, and location, which it looks like it's a fire station, shop, house, city hall, school, hospital, library, cemetery, police station, park, church, armory, pharmacy, gas station, and cinema.
They hit everything. Got it. Location, location, location.
Location, location, location.
It's the consideration to buy a house. Now, talking about this one, it's scary locations.
I didn't think about setting one of the other cameras up. So
Are you talking about that one?
time frame, yeah. Okay, so we got the allies. So ally cards, I'm not really sure, you know. I haven't read the rules. I haven't watched the playthrough. To be honest with you, I don't think I actually looked at this in 4 years on Kickstarter.
It's a long time, folks. 4 years.
Well, I mean, they kept putting
But-
updates, but it's just kind of like, well, it's gonna get here when it gets here.
Yeah. Timing would be good.
And when you're at that point, it's just
After a year pass, and then another year, and another year. That's another year,
all right.
right?
So we do have skill cards here, and they are for skills for different characters. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna show one set of skill cards.
Can I touch your card and
You want to touch my card?
your card? And you still didn't give me a card.
I'm giving you. I got a handful here. So
Oh.
these are the type of cards you get with the skill cards.
It's actually nice feel of it. Tiny cards. It's like all shapes.
Yeah, I noticed that because
Huh?
like
They
we
have
got
all
like
levels.
3 different sized cards here.
All the way up to the, small. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's easily identifiable when they're all on the table.
Okay, so we have search cards and what I'm assuming is our creature cards. And then there's something called infection cards and zombie spawn. And then you have starting equipment for the characters themselves. So each character has a certain starting equipment, which is a little bit different than most games we have where, everybody starts out with the same thing. So,
What you got? Is
Um,
it starting?
well, with her starting equipment is bandages and a whip.
Yeah. Okay, starting it.
And then McNeil, McNeil has a leather jacket, a diary, and a metal bar. And then you have Harper. Harper has grease and a gumshoe. It's a stick. And then David has 3. He's got a microbial sample, a fire extinguisher, and vaccine. Aura? A-U-R-A?
Aura.
Well, she has a pipe and fireworks.
Okay, I kind of like. She looks like
And Victor, the
Kate. Boss. What's her name?
yeah. Well, you got Victor, who's an Asian Daryl.
Wow.
Crossbow and
Crossbow.
trapping equipment.
Asian Darrow.
And then you got Shunguro Kenji. Well, he's got a flare, a knife, and a lockpick. And then Jorgen has a hammer. Wow, Jorgen just has a hammer. And then,
That
the
looks like
one that,
Marshawn.
yeah, it looks like Marshawn's Marie. Bandages, adrenaline shot, and knife. And then Kevin Swift, who kind of has that Keanu Reeves look, has a Colt and a knife.
Yes. And his name is Kevin Swift.
Can't get any more generic than that, but okay.
Kevin Swift.
So we have a search deck here, which is obviously, you know, like any other type of game, like a zombie-side game, anything like that, you have your normal search tiles. So you got a Colt, a knife, a fireman's axe, a machete, metal bar, hammer, sawed-off shotgun, ammunition, painkillers, provisions, flare, batteries, bandages, vaccine. So you're not finding a lot of weapons here, but you find a lot of stuff that is usable to help you survive.
That's the cards.
Kind of makes me wonder how much ammunition you actually have to start out with. And then you have your zombie spawn. Looks like the amount of the amount of players? Different levels maybe? Probably different levels, it's color coded.
What is it called?
Zombie spawn. I'm gonna go with different levels by the colors.
Must be. Spawn cards. I don't know.
It's okay. And then we have infection. So apparently when you're infected, when you're bit, you have different stages you can go through. I don't know.
Hey, but you know that's true. When you're infected,
4 years, people. I haven't looked at this in 4 years. No, just kidding.
there are stages. There you go. Did you see a surprise card?
Well, not yet, but we do have what I
How
believe
many
is the
more?
creature
there's
cards.
A lot more cards. Why am I?
So far ahead of me.
No, because I haven't seen that here.
I just want to know why you're kicking me under the table.
Oh,
What did I do to
I'm
you?
not kicking you. He's making up a story, folks. I'm not kicking him.
She's kicking me. Okay.
What card is that?
So. Oh, there's more search cards too. There's a lot more search cards. Well, let's go through these exploration cards because apparently you're exploring. Time stands still as some figures turn their heads and stare at you with their dead eyes. You are their new objective.
Dead eyes.
A lot of time stand still cards here. But it looks like there's follow 1, follow 3, so there's different numbers you go. You must be somewhere in the book that tells you.
I'm so confused. I'm sorry. It says here 44, and the components and
Are you saying that the rule book
like
isn't well put together?
We have more on the components on the table than what I can
Find
and see on this. They did it as a component concept. So basically, you have the card and it tells you what it is. It's not like enumeration type thing, like the list. It's different.
Well, let's look at these other search cards we can get then. Oh, look, there's a bike helmet. A trash can lid. A Remington. Okay, so now
Why
we're...
is there a lid? It's important.
It's like a shield.
Yeah, there you go.
See, now we're getting some more weapons here. Now the game is looking more deadly.
More.
And I wonder if some of this stuff you can attach with other stuff to make better weapons. Guess we're going to start over.
We don't have enough space, folks. Lots of weapons.
You know, I like though how some of the stuff is, you know, unique items. It's like your fireworks and aluminum foil. Who would think of that as stuff that you might be able to pick up and use?
Foil. There's so much use.
Latex gloves.
Gloves. Nowadays, it's very important.
But what about the non-latex for people that are allergic to latex?
Yeah, because I hate the smell of that latex gloves. You just buy the vinyl ones at Walmart. Since, you know, after all these strange things that happen, we wear gloves more than ever. Yes.
Yes.
Strange.
Alright, so we got 2 more decks, and then we'll get to the, the miniatures. And when we do the miniatures, folks, if you're still watching, we do 360 degrees of all the miniatures. So you get a good look at what these guys look like.
How they look like. Can they stand on their own?
Will they stand on their own?
Or will?
So I'm not really sure what all these large ones are. Because they don't really have a front and back. I mean, they do,
What's
but
on the
there's no
front?
real...
Let me have one. Because I'm really getting confused and absence of humanity. Oh, probably this one.
Well, I mean, it is different things on the back.
No, it's not it.
And for you guys at home, I'm just kind of flicking through because it's just a lot of writing on these.
It is. But you can just say, maybe this is a surprise card. I don't know. I don't see it here. Well, let me see again. Let me see one. It's still doesn't look like it. That's so weird.
Everybody at home's going, miniatures. We want to see
Quit
miniatures.
looking at the cards, Eric. Miniatures. There's really a lot in this box. I mean, that's why it's a big box. It is.
And then we got
big.
apparently trip events, things that you can find while you're on your trip, and side quests. Trip events and side quests. There's a lot to this. Maybe that's why it took so long.
Well, it's by stages.
Dun. Dun. Oh wow, that is heavy. Feel that. Have you ever felt that heavy of a plastic cover?
Whoa, there's substance. Oh, okay, now I see it, but it's just the content. Okay.
Yeah, we're done now.
I know, but I see it as just how many is what.
It's like a snake.
Let me have it.
Well, you can't have it. It goes to the game.
See? He's being mean to me, everyone. Well, that's good. It feels rubbery. It's a bear.
They got a lot of residue on them.
I gotta clean first.
Yeah. Even though I'm not gonna paint these, but well, I don't know. Some of these I kind of like.
To paint or some of it?
I don't know. Maybe I will throw some base on these things and paint them up.
Maybe.
There's always. I mean, come on. Look at that guy.
Yeah, that's nice paint.
And you do it right with the wash and everything. And some of the character figures are, they got some pretty decent detail on them. This guy's even got a ponytail.
They're your characters.
So we have a bear?
Where's the female one?
A female character? Well, there's the
I've
Michonne
seen,
character, I think.
Okay. What's the long-haired one?
She has long hair.
Is that the only one? There's another one.
Well, these two have long hair too. This one's got like a ponytail. Does that count?
Yeah. It's long.
And I'm not really sure what this one's doing. It's like, oh. Do you got a ring? And then we have tires. There's tires.
Oh. candy.
They look pretty decent. So you got what, one?
This one.
Oh yeah, that's got to be one of the specialties.
That's. You're seeing at 360 degrees right now.
You've probably already seen the 360 degrees.
No, you're still seeing it.
Yeah, you probably already seen it. There aren't that many different molds. I mean, the character figures are going to take the longest. So that's Day Night Z, folks.
Woo! Look at this.
By creating games. Hopefully sometime in the next couple years we'll be able to show you all the stretch goals and all the add-ons that go with this game.
But as far as, what we have, we're
Actually,
pleased.
it's a large box with a lot in here for
Yes.
just the base game. So,
We're
I mean,
pleased to see what we have. And this one, that's too heavy.
Pretty heavy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to compare it to our water bottle. It doesn't have anything.
Anything's thicker than water bottles these days. Hey, but if you like what you see, I don't know, sometime it may be on a store shelf near you. You can pre-order it on their website, though. It's a Day Night Z. I believe it'd probably be easiest to go to the Kickstarter site and find the link to it. But they do have the pre-orders up right now in the old Pledge Manager. So if you like what you see,
Hey, go buy it.
go buy it, play it.
Day Night Z.
Support your local gaming, everybody. We support
Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Game On, everybody.
Game on.